Students, I'm your science 2 ma'am. So let's revise or let's start the lesson with blood pressure. So we are already discussing about blood vessels, types of bloods and the circulation and the structure of heart. Today we are going to see about blood pressure. What is blood pressure? The blood pressure is the force extended during the flow of blood against the lateral wall of the arteries. So, the pressure is the force of blood during the flow in the arteries. So, that causes the blood pressure. Blood pressure is high in the arteries, gradually drops in the arterioles and capillaries and become very low in the veins. So, we know the types of blood vessels, that is arteries and veins. So, arteries are the blood vessels which takes blood from the heart to various organs. So when they are taking the blood from the heart, it flows in a high range. So that is only blood pressure. So it is high in arteries, and we know the branches of arteries are called as the arterioles, and the next branches, the level of primary and secondary level of the branches, it is divided as capillaries, and here only it slows down. So from the arteries, gradually from arterioles and capillaries, the blood pressure slows and it is becoming very low in veins. The blood pressure is usually expressed in terms of systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. So, systolic pressure and diastolic pressure we can see. Systolic pressure during ventricular systole. So, when the pressure is seen in the ventricle. So, we know heart is made up of 4 chambers, auricles and ventricles. So the pressure in the ventricles is called as a systolic pressure. So during systolic pressure, the ventricles, the left ventricle contracts and forms a pressure in the aorta. The pressure rises at the peak, which is referred to as the systolic pressure. So systolic pressure is noted only in the ventricles. Next we can see about the diastolic pressure. During diastolic pressure, the ventricles relax and the pressure walls of the lowest value. This is also referred to as the diastolic pressure. So the relaxation of ventricles is called as the diastolic pressure. Systolic pressure means the contraction of ventricles. Relaxation of ventricles is called as the diastolic pressure. The healthy adult, a normal healthy adult in his resting condition, the systolic and diastolic pressure is expressed in 120 mg per 80 mg in a hemoglobin level. That is the blood hemoglobin. Blood pressures varies according to their conditions. According to their body condition, it will vary. Okay. A prolonged or constant evaluation of the blood pressure is known as the hypertension. When the blood is always in the high condition, it is very high, it is called as a high blood pressure, and can increases the risk of heart attack and stroke. So if it continues, if the blood pressure or the hypertension continues, it leads to heart attack and stroke. Decrease in blood pressure is termed as low blood pressure or hypotension. Hyper means high, hypo means low. Next, let's see about the measurement of blood pressure. So, blood pressure can be measured, or heartbeat can be detected by some instruments. The best instrument is stethoscope. So, you might have seen this. Mostly doctors use this to find the heartbeat or the sound of the heartbeat. A stethoscope is used to detect the sound produced by the internal organ of a human body. Not only the heart, also the other internal organs like lungs. The heart sound is heard by placing the stethoscope on the chest. It is usually diagnosed tool to identify and localize health problem and diagnose diseases. The modern electronic stethoscopes are high accurate instruments. Stethoscopes are used not only to hear the sound of the heart and also the internal organs to detect the proper functioning of it. And the next instrument is called as the sphygmonanometer. A sphygmonanometer is a clinical instrument used to measure the blood pressure when a person is in a relaxed and resting condition. You might have seen this sphygmonanometer. The sphygmonanometer is a clinical instrument. It measures particularly or accurate blood pressure of a human being. The pressure of a arteries is measured here. So mainly it gives the blood pressure in the arteries. It helps to estimate the state of blood circulation and the working of the heart. It helps to diagnose the condition such as an increase or a decrease in the blood pressure. So this sphygmonanometer is used to detect only the arterial blood pressure. That is, arteries only shows the blood pressure because the movement of blood will be very high or the pressure will be high in arteries. So with the help of the sphygmonanometer, we can measure the blood pressure, whether it is increasing or decreasing. But nowadays it has been used in digital method also. Digital sphygmomanometers are used, that is monometric and modern digital types are the apparatus used to measure the blood pressure. So other than the sphygmomanometer, nowadays monometric and modern digital types are used to measure the blood pressure. Next, let's see the cardiac cycle. So what does the word cardiac cycle means? The sequence of events occurring from the beginning to the complete one heartbeat is called as the cardiac cycle. So cardiac cycle means the complete sequence taking place in the heart, that is the beginning until the completion. That is, it starts from the arteries and ends in the ventricle. That whole circulation is called as a cardiac cycle. During cardiac cycle, the blood flow through the chambers of the heart in a specific direction. The direction never changes. So if it starts from the right side, it flows to the left side and moves to the ventricles. Again it comes to the right side. The same events will be happening. So such cycle is called as the cardiac cycle. Each cardiac cycle lasts about 0.8 seconds. The events during a single cardiac cycle involves the following thing. That is in three methods or three ways it takes place. First one is called as the arterial systole. The next one is called as the ventricular systole, and the third one is called as the ventricular diastole. So from this we can identify it starts from the auricles and ends in the ventricle. So the first thing is called as the arterial systole. Contraction of the auricles. So contraction of the auricle takes place within 1 second. Then the ventricles. Then after that the blood moves to the ventricles. The contraction of the ventricles, it takes place in 0.3 seconds. Then ventricular diastole. Diastole we already know it's a relaxation time. So ventricle means diastole. Ventricular diastole means relaxation of the ventricle. So the relaxation of ventricles means the blood is forced out by the ventricles. So it takes place in 0.4 seconds. So totally it takes in 0.8 seconds. So cardiac cycle leads in 8 seconds. 0.8 seconds. It takes in three ways. One is in arterioles, then comes to the ventricles, and then the relaxation of the ventricles. So that's all, students. So today we have seen about blood pressure and how this blood pressure takes place and how it is measured, and the instruments what we are using to measure the blood pressure and the cardiac cycle. Thank you.